And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
X3. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man. Complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyler Lockett, 98 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. Felton. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Ready. 70, Indy. Hey, Delta.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. That's caught. It's Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass. 56.
2nd and 6. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
64,
To throw on second down, Patterson. And Thomas has it. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Check right 34. Right 34. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Let's go. Hey. Go. Now.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Ready.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Patterson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, orbit. Get it.
From the gun, Patterson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, here I come.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
4 down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Patterson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught, Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Patterson going down the middle, and it's complete. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Patterson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Patterson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Patterson stepping up. He'll try and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Patterson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Hey, Zoo. Check right 34. Right 34.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
To throw on 3rd down. Patterson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. Well, now.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 4 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Patterson. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Back to throw. Patterson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A 10th carry for Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. From the gun, Patterson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball. They end up getting sacked.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Tackle made by Justin Evans. Again, it's Kamara. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Let's go, beat tight. Let's go, beat tight.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Over the middle, complete. That's man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They run it again with Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing on first down. Patterson going to throw right side here, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and long. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Complete, he finds Bray. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
60 Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Orbit.
Back to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
56. Mike.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, no man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warrior. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, no man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do
The
what I
Texans
want.
are now on the
Do what
clock.
they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess.
The Titans are now on the clock.
The risk I was never